in the year 2025. And one would have thought that we'd be, just eating our rice and enjoying ourselves from wherever we are. But we have to go to River State because the issues, the political issues are still brewing. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, the governor had presented the 2025 budget to the House of Assembly. Many would say that House of Assembly should not be in position to receive that bill. In fact, many would say that they do not have a quorum. But we're here to have that conversation. Also, recently, the FCT minister took a swipe at the former governor of River State, Chief Peter Odili, and several other issues and matters arising. Well, joining me is Honorable Bernard Mikko. He used to represent the Ogoni people on the floor of the House of Representatives. Honorable Mikko, Happy New Year. It's good to see you in the new year. You look really like the new year.
Yes, and Nigerian people, happy to be with you and Happy New Year to all Nigerians.
All right, great. Let me start by playing
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me start by playing you a video of the FCT minister in a church service that he attended somewhere in Iliozu in River State. And this is what he had to say about the former governor of River State, Chief Peter Odili. Take a listen.
He said, Pastor, listen, who is not having the personal lesson? His wife is chairman of government council. His daughter is commissioner. His other daughter is a judge. He now is the general overseer. So who is now taking the state and the private I'm sure if he has not taken, I'm sure if there's any hope, he can even arrange a marriage for the government. I can tell you that. If I tell you how the daughter became a commissioner, you'll be shocked. You are here. I'm Muslim. It was his nephew, the senior brother's son, that was recommended to that commissioner. You know what he had to do? Oh no, I just look at his sister. Look at my sister. He said, I was thinking of an elder sister who they have nominated their nephew, their senior brother's son. I thought you would have said, no, please. This is my nephew. It's my senior brother's son. My senior brother just died. So I'm their father now. They took it and left the daughter.
Well, that was the FCT minister somewhat speaking about former Governor Peter Odili and his family, saying that he has his family members all over government. And he's talking about someone trying to take over a state. Now, of course, Senator Mikko, you do know that the former governor spoke about what's happening in Rivers, that it is one person's ploy to take over the state. Let's start from there before we go into the crux of the matter. What are your thoughts on the FCT minister and, of course, the conversation that he and the former governor have been having? Honorable Mikko, unfortunately, we're having connection issues with you. We're unable to see you. Your video is bad. I don't know if it's the connection where you are, but it's really bad. We're unable to hear you and your video is frozen. I don't know if it's your network, your provider, but it is very bad. But let's try and see if we can hear you. We can see you, but your video is frozen. Let's see if we can just hear you.
See me?
We can see you, but your video is frozen. Okay. I think your connection is really bad.
Well, I can hear you. You see that audio.
Okay, Senator, this is what you're going to do for us. If you can change your network provider, or better still, just turn off your video and let's just use your audio, because we cannot. Your video is frozen and it's affecting your audio. Can you hear me? All right. If you can do us a favor and leave the meeting, then come back in and maybe just use your audio, because you're totally frozen and we can't hear you. In case you're just joining us, it's the first day in the month of January 2025, and we're looking at what's still brewing in Rivers State. The governor has presented his budget. Those who are criticizing the governor, that these people who are in the House of Assembly are not enough to make a form a quorum, and that bill that he's presented, the appropriation bill, is null and void. The Amehule-led House of Assembly, which is a faction which many people would say is not recognized because they had defected, are saying that they should be the right ones that the governor should be presenting his budget to. Well, Senator Bernard Mikko is a member. Was a member of the National Assembly representing Ugoni people at the House of Representatives, and he's also a Rivers indigene here to talk to us about the crisis brewing in the state. Once we're able to get the Honourable back into the meeting, we'll be able to go ahead with this conversation. Now, there's been a lot of back and forth, obviously, on this River State issue, and one would only wonder when this will be put to bed finally. All right, I think we have the Honourable back with us.
Hello?
Yes, Honourable, we can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead now. Better.
Yes. You see, I'm very familiar with the occasion where the former governor made the statement about our former governor, Audley. Mm-hmm. But the internet, particularly journalism and the media, they are a repository of history. You are always in custody. You two are in custody of an audio clip where he says that any day he makes the Audley and his wife cry that he shouldn't grow. You see, when you see mixed messages from people like this, you don't take them serious. You know, while he was in office, he acknowledged that everything he had, that he was made by the Audley family, Audley and his wife. And for him to now say the opposite, I think Rivers people have grown above him. We should take him for whom he is. You see, as an individual, you build your integrity from your actions, from what you say and what you do thereafter. So for him to say one thing and say another now, giving mixed messages, it's not the kind of role model we want as leaders in our state, not to talk of our country. Rivers State, we have grown above, we know him, we have grown, this program is not for him, but to set the records straight, it is what he has said in the past that I'm using, to judge him now. You are in custody, and you also know, Nigerians know what he said before about the Audley family, how they made him local government chairman, how they elevated him to what he is today. For him to now say otherwise, I think it's not unfortunate. This is the kind of politics Nigerians play, and they say politics is dirty. For those of us who studied political science, both in theory and practice, you take exceptions to that kind of bias and character assassination, whether it's from the former governor or from the current governor or from anybody at all. We should live by our own words and become societal role models.
Okay, let's talk sincerely here about what's happening in your state. If I were to count how many conversations I've had from the beginning of this year till now, or the beginning of last year, I beg your pardon, till now, which is the very first day in 2025, and we're still talking River State and the crisis that's brewing in the state. What exactly do you think is at the core of this? And as a member of the All Progressive Congress, I'm guessing that you would obviously be able to have a glimpse of how this problem can be solved. I'm hoping.
I think thank you very much. I think the former governor, which is now FCD, has addressed all this before. When he started as governor, he said the problem, the mistake which other governors sitting on that chair, which was sitting there, made, is that anytime they occupy that seat, that Nigerians will lure the governor of Rivers State because of the resources of Rivers State, either contest presidential election or support someone, that he will not be lured into that kind of conversation and he won't fall for it. He also said that he will never be vice president. He also, you know what has happened, how he lobbied to be vice president and he lost. He said he will never be minister. So with this kind of conversation now, and trying to install a governor that you want to control, and now he's saying that he doesn't want his resources, he doesn't want his structure to be fixed. Political structure of a state are the people, not the buildings. And by both APC and PDP constitution, the governor of the state owns the structure. That is, he is the leader of the party in either in the state for which he governs. So for him to now come back to begin to insist that he wants the structure of the state, the structure is the resources of the state. They want the purse of River State. They want to control the resources of River State. You had the governor read the budget. This was a state that was struggling it was struggling for 50 billion internal generated revenue. The money they were using to buy people all over Nigeria. Those loopholes have been blocked, and the money will not be used for River State. Salaries have been paid, allowances have been paid, entitlements for civil servants and road projects are going on all over the state. As I'm talking to you from my village in Ogoniland, and I have people came to pay, a lot of people, more than 300 people just left my house now. They came to pay solidarity, to the governor and say I should carry message to him, which I'm going to do. You see, our governor is doing well, and we are very happy that we have passed the stage of somebody dragging us back. Rivers are united behind somebody who is going to take them where they intend to be. Not
Honorable Mikko, I think that you're muted. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, a call was trying to come in. So okay. Rivers people are united behind the government and looking forward to getting to the promised land. Abraham couldn't take Israelites to the promised land. Moses couldn't even take them to promised land, but Joshua did. So maybe this is the Joshua we were looking for.
Okay.
So we want his leadership.
Okay, let's talk about the issue of the IGR, because we're hearing that, like you mentioned, that it's more than doubled. But then, of course, the FAC allocation has been stopped. There was a judgment that put us that things out. Salaries would not have been paid, emoluments would not be paid, pensions, a lot of things would be left lying fallow. What does this say about the presidency, the courts, all of the people that have been wrapped up in this imbroglio? Because at first many were saying, oh, the president should get involved because the minister is his employee. And then other people there were others who said that, hey, the president got involved and he made the matter even worse. With this whole FAC allocation being withheld, does this mean that the presidency is also interested in this fight? What messages is this whole thing sending to the rest of us who are watching from the outside?
The judiciary is supposed to be the hope of the common man. It's an independent arm of government, in the three-arm institution. But let me tell you, nobody can wish away the essence the resources and the inspiration of a people like River State of over 5 million. No cost can be stripped our well-being away. So if they try to stop any allocation, we will find a way, to survive. But let me assure you that once that is done, the allocation is done from Abuja. What happens, the thing comes from here to Abuja. What if the source for which the allocation is done doesn't exist anymore? So
what does that what does that mean? What does that mean, Honorable? What does that mean when you say what if the source is no longer available? The land was also back because of what's happening from
I send you. I produce traders of yams, sent to you in Abuja. Then you tell me that out of 100 trailers I sent to you every month, then you send me maybe 2 trailers that you will stop the 2 trailers. What if these 100 trailers don't get to you? What are you going to allocate? We produce the wealth of this nation. We are the treasure base of the nation. And you are telling me you stop at who will stop your own? How much is given to us in River State? 13%. What else will now reverse it? So you take 13%, and I've made this case for the VAT, where they are computing VAT allocation based on 60%
derivation.
This thing, while a derivation, while for consumption, while production is 0%. There cannot be consumption without production. So anytime any Nigerian, whether it's in the judiciary, the money they pay the judiciary, they pay the presidencies, or they pay the whole Nigeria. You know where it's coming from? So River State will not just sit back. I'm not talking of government of River State. I'm talking of the people of River State. I'm from Ogoni. The Trans-Niger pipeline passing from my place to Bonny where it's being loaded. We don't know the quantities that are being produced, and we don't know the quantities that are being loaded. So if any attempt by anybody to stop River allocation, they will be waiting for that allocation in vain. And we have the capacity to do so.
Isn't that an affront to the government of the day? Does that not seem like, everything is called treason today, and what you have just said might be considered treason because it sounds like a threat to the federal government.
It's not a threat, but you don't need. It's not a threat. We are always River is a law-abiding. We are law-abiding people. You don't need complicated factors to cause complicated behavior. That you don't need. You don't need to go to anywhere to study how to adapt it. So you mean that if our allocation is stopped and civil servants cannot get their pay, the welfare of the people will just hold our hands and die? We will not do so. It has happened before in 1967. And Ogoni man was administrator of money. They stopped the rebel troops from loading oil. And the regime fell. And that's how Nigeria was sustained. We are telling you that if you stop the resources from being shared to our people while we produce it, then you go and produce your own and share.
Okay, interesting. In case you're just joining us,
so far so good.
Hold on, yes, Honorable. Hold on, I'm so sorry. In case you're just joining us, we're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're talking about the crisis that's still brewing in River State. It was at first just, between two people, but now it seems like a triangle because now the former governor, Peter Odili, is part of the picture now with the FCT minister and the sitting governor, Sim Fubara. Well, the bigger question is...
You are listening to your...
When will this end? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hardbacks.
every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has
sitting
convicted, suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
Husband is not a magician, and she was meeting campaign with her husband, knowing that.
You should not put happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Marianne McCone on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Stay sharp, fuel up, and make sure say you stay on top of your game. Power Horse go give you the boost where you need to conquer the day. Make sure say you no miss this unstoppable offer for Naija. You fit buy Power Horse 250 ml now for just 999 naira. But if you need to boost your ginger, you fit grab the 355 ml for only 1,299 naira. No dull yourself. Waka go the nearest store today. Make yourself power up. Power Horse, unstoppable you.
This is it. The ultimate stage for young minds to battle it out.
The governors are above the law. They tend not to lean on to public participation.
Governors can make any decision without fear of
what remains of a person's identity if it's only measured by external.
The urgency to safeguard life should outweigh preserving cultural sites.
Auditions for the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is on. Do you have the passion, the intellect, the fire that stand above the rest? Then prove it.
The hallmark of any thriving society is in its youth.
Study organization should be planned carefully into the data.
Standardized tests is a recipe for anxiety.
Prove you're the next great debater Nigeria has been waiting for. I Beg to Differ. Auditions open December 12, 2024 and close January 12, 2025. The clock is ticking. Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm now to register. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Happy New Year from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. We dey thank all our customers for una support and patronage last year. We pray say 2025 go be year wey go fulfill all the dreams wey you and your people get. No waste time. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today. Make you start the year wella.
You define better odd. I bet you one play cause over 1.5. I bet you one bet say both seem no go score at all. Oh yeah, we get better payout to one. No worry, we there for you. Our odd chabrata, you know they for bet baba. We win money, bet baba. Cash out today easy or bet baba. We get online games for you to play. Oh God, all yeah. We get better bonus. Money me no that. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Step into the light, feel the crowd screaming. See us you bright, oh, there's no comparing. They can't deny you still the show, cause you are in control. You're unique on your own. No.
Each day is a unique opportunity to improve yourself and meet someone new. Make the most of your day. Stay fresh all day with Unique Soap. Unique Prickly Heat Antibacterial Soap is made with a cooling formula that kills germs and is infused with natural ingredients. Unique Soap. Be unique, be you.
Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance, perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. way. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia. Ladies and gentlemen, it still is the season of giving. So says oneplay.ng. That is why they want you to dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Yes, if you want our money, dial that code. Or you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, as in one, the number one, PLAY.ng. Once you get there, select Nigeria Info as your station, and just like that, your ticket will be in the draws. Of course, you have to commit the paltry sum of 500 naira to each ticket. Now, you can play as many times as possible to give yourself a bigger chance of winning. And remember that your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you use the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Now, remember that at the end of the week, there's going to be a 500,000 naira jackpot. I know, it's mind-blowing. You can't beat that. You definitely can't beat that. So, your qualifying for that is dependent on you playing the game during the week. What am I trying to say? I am saying when you dial *347 *880 *3 hash from your phone or go to the website at oneplay.ng to play the OnePlay game every day, you automatically qualify for the jackpot that comes at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, it's announced on Friday. That said, ladies and gentlemen, play responsibly. Make sure you are playing with only what you can afford. And once you play, make sure you keep your phone very close because that lucky call could be coming in at any time. Yes, at any time. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning, and keep smiling to the bank.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has convicted, suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting campaign with her husband, knowing that. You should not feel happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Marianne McCone on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is obviously the best news experience you have on the radio, and it's coming from nowhere else but the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. And we're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Nigeria Info. The program is Hard Fact, the very first one for the year 2025. And I'm being joined by Honorable Bernard Mikko. He is a former representative at the House of Representatives, and he was representing the people of Ogoni. We're speaking about the situation in River State and if there is any end in sight. Well, the Honorable has made some assertions, of course, especially on the issue of the FAC allocation being withheld at the federal level. But let's talk about going forward. Honorable, the issue of presenting the budget. There are those who have queried those who the governor presented the budget to and those he considers as legitimate members of the House of Assembly. Also, there are those who are also asking why INEC has not held elections to fill those positions and what the future holds in terms of this squabble between the Amehule-led House of Assembly and the one that's holding sway right now. Honorable, can you hear me? I think you're muted. Honorable Mikko, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. You see, the former members of the House of Assembly haven't left the Assembly. They have left. So INEC has to do another election, a by-election to fill the positions. But as you know, we are in a representative democracy. The concept of democracy that started in 4th century BC was direct democracy in the Athenian states of cities. And in that one, small city states, people were voting directly. When the cities became large, then they now go to their representative. So in a situation where your representative cannot act on their behalf, you represent yourself directly. So in those constituencies that those who have resigned, the people are working directly with the governor. They represent themselves. It happens in a referendum. So we are not losing anything. People we have lost no sleep. And the people are working directly with the governor. I just received a congregation of over 300 people who came here to thank for me to convey message to the governor that they've all received their benefits and entitlements. It didn't take me 1 hour to drive from Port Harcourt to the village because the governor has done a bypass from the Federal Road going to Onem that used to take us journey of 45 minutes, take us 6 hours. It didn't take me 1 hour to get home. So as they heard that I was at home for the new year, they all came here. I said, "What is your message?" You didn't tell me. They said, "I should tell the governor to thank him for having provided the benefits they have not 100,000, bonus. This year they have gotten another one again." And I started to ask, I said, "Why didn't they get it before?" He said, "Rivers money was being used to play national politics." That is not the case now. So these are the things that is making the people of Rivers State happy. We are not worrying whether it is one person or two persons they are presenting budget. Out of 32 persons, 27 left. It has happened before when the current FCT minister was governor. And that time Amechi was minister. Governor Amechi was
Transportation
governor.
minister.
He was minister. This same thing. Yes. No, he was education minister.
He was minister of state for education while Amechi was governor. Yes.
For education. Yes. Yes. So all these things are happening. And of course, you have daily attacks. He has addressed all these things before, that you don't find the state. That if the boy is a small boy, that he has both power from heaven and earth. So you have all these things. I think once if you are confronted in such a situation, play these videos for Nigerians. And this is not artificial intelligence where they say somebody impersonated him. And these things will answer the questions.
Okay.
Usually we have moved on beyond any individual. And we are moving on. The governor is doing roads. Is facing agriculture. If you look at the budget that has been presented, you have 60% for capital and 40% for recurrence. Before it used to be the other way around. And the last budget, the one they tried to suspend, has been implemented 100%.
Okay.
And that is normal in the history of Nigeria, not only in Dubai.
Interesting. I'm going to open up the phone lines now. In case you're just joining us, program is still Hard Facts. We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. If you want to join the conversation and you're watching us live, post your comments on our live feed. You can also post your comments on WhatsApp, 0809 5975805. That's 0809 5975805. Or better still, you can join the conversation. The phone lines are open, 0201 465 7190. If you are a lady, 0201 465 7190. And for the men, 0201 277 0993. Honorable Bernard Mikko is still with us. And you have questions, you got comments, join the conversation. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Happy New Year. My name is Eyo from Ikorodu.
Hi, Eyo. Happy New Year, sir.
Yeah. I think, to me, I look at it that PK is making himself a caricature or irrelevant. Understand? So he's gradually losing it. His grit is, is eroding. Look at most of the structures he was talking about now. These structures are eroding. He's been eroded from it now. The commissioners, they have got state assembly members, and his usefulness to APC is because of those structures. And I don't know how they are going to trust him in 2027. At the end, he's going to fall down just like, I don't know, because he's not even seeing the handwriting on this thing. It's just because he's arrogant and a proud person, that's why he's not even seeing the end of his own this thing here. You understand? The governor is silent and he's doing what the people like, and the people are behind him. You understand? You can't reign forever. No emperor reign forever. He has been the governor. He spent 8 years. This is the turn of Fubara. There's no way he's going to succeed. Getting me? There's no way he's going to succeed. When the people are behind the governor, what is he going to do?
Okay,
what's he going to do? There's nothing he's going to do.
Thank you, Ayo, for calling. I appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello. Good afternoon, Marianne.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is the merchant. Like Ayo just rightly said, almost everybody is behind Fubara. And if this man only knew he would be this useless at this point in time, I don't think he would have wanted to embark on this journey. Because at the end of the day, the structure he posted that he used to try to relegate the present sitting governor to the background is already being taken away from him. And that was the real reason he was useful to people who have been using him to make all those noise and create troubles here and there. By the time he will be through, by the time every structure he posted he relied upon to cause all those problems would have been taken away from him, he will never have access to anything. By then, politically, he will fade away and become useless like tissue paper. Thank you, Mariam.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. Please call us back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Action Lady, good evening.
Good evening.
Honorable, Happy New Year. Some years...
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Before Wike leave office, there's a reception he organized for the wife of former Governor Peter Odili. I heard all he said about Odili family. And when I hear 2 days ago when he said, if not for him, Odili family would be like World War I, say, wow. Wike is a man I follow, but when he derailed, I said no. Honorable, did you hear what former President Jonathan said about Fubara? He said he's a general in political sin. And you don't dare a general. I'm happy with you, my brother. Sango River State people have been calling to stand their feet behind Fubara. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hey, Mariam, good afternoon.
Turn off your radio and call me back. That's the rule. Don't call me if your radio is on. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Media.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Emmanuel Roland speaking to you from Ekpe.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah, the case that was instituted by Fubara before the presidential intervention, the court struck out the case because Fubara withdrew the case. But now it seems the Labour Party has a case in court against those lawmakers. I want a clarification on that from from your guest, because as it stands today, if those people are installed by the courts, they can cause havoc in the future, of which the governor can be impeached. That means if they are legitimized, as assembly members. So I want clarification on the case in court as regards their legitimacy as assembly members. Thank you and good evening.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Honorable, over to you.
Well, you can see that these people, when they left the house in December last year, they tried to cross to APC, and they found out that they made a big mistake. The speaker there, Edison declared.
Hello, Honorable, are you still there?
Come in.
Okay.
They declared their seats since then vacant. They've tried everything, went to court, tried to stop the allocation, tried to stop the local government election. It didn't work. So for the reason that the governor presented budget, which they also tried to stop to the remaining members of the National Assembly, of the House of Assembly, which means that they no longer pose any threat or they have any essence to Rivers politics. The best thing they can do, if they want to come in as PDP, they can go and apply to PDP again. They go to this. If they want to come in as APC, whichever one they want to come in from, let them come. Let them be fresh election and see whether they can win the election. Those who win can. Those of them who can win, let them win and come back, and we start afresh. But the issue of legitimacy, you know that they are not members of House of Assembly. They post an affidavit before the court. You know, this one they are talking now is afterthought. Okay. You know, for those of them who were sure or who still believe that they can win election, why they would have come back since December last year? It's almost a year now. They left the assembly. They would have come back since. So they are no longer members of Rivers State House of Assembly. So long as Rivers people are concerned, no matter what anybody says, we will not accept them back. And they stand gone, except they win election and come back.
But the caller also made reference to Labour Party being in court on that issue. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, Labour Party. You see, Labour Party, they contested the election. You know, they are stakeholders. They can file actions in court. There are a lot of more than 50 actions in court. And you know, the judiciary, some say is the last over the common man. And of course, we also know that the judiciary sometimes they are human. They make mistakes, like the judge who said so. We're a federating unit. The allocation is not about Governor Fubara. The allocation is about Rivers people. Nobody can go to court and stop future allocation to any state, not even to withhold it.
Okay.
You know, for no fault of any of the people concerned. No. So if they are in court, I think they are trying to follow the processes of formalizing their leaving the House of Assembly, because they too, as a political party, they want to participate in the election that is coming up, because they are denying Labour Party people. You know, they want some seats in the state, even at the federal level.
Okay.
So for not conducting the election, they are being denied, you know, the seats. So they have a genuine cause to ask for the elections, you know, to be conducted.
All right. Okay,
so
Honorable.
These are all the facts why they went to court.
All right, Honorable. Let's take another call. Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is from Ijara.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my regard to the Honorable at the other side there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my own view on the issue that's happening in Rivers State for me is just a selfish interest on the part of Wiki. Because you have done your 8 years and then nobody decides you. You still impose somebody there as governor and you still want to be in charge of the activities of the state. So for me, my own advice is just for the president to be bold enough to tell Wiki the truth on the issue. Because that's just because he has the backing of federal government. That's why you see him, all this kind of things still happening. So for me, there should be a need for the president to offer a real political solution, because the people are there they are the ones solving it. These people who are fighting themselves, they are not at the receiving end. It's the masses that they are being affected, and then it's dangerous for them to stop their allocations. It's very dangerous. Okay. That's like it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I'll take one more call. Hello. Apologies. Do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maria.
Turn off your radio.
Hello, my radio is turned up. Good afternoon. Compliments. Happy New Year to you and to the Honorable.
Yes.
You see,
what's your name, sir?
The president of Nigeria should have a rethink before he is putting his government to some issues. He should remember when he was governor for Lagos State. Lagos State election was withheld for 8 years. But the only reason Lagos was able to get the allocation back was because the outgoing governor then was able to bring in somebody who could follow his steps and the things he wants to do. Wike has left Rivers State. He is in FCT. Let him face FCT. And the president also should always remember that being a president, you should know who you are supporting and what you are not going to support. When he was in Labour State governor for 8 years, allocation was not there. He survived. So he should now look back into time and know what he is doing. They should let Fubara rule the state the way it is best to him and to the people that he's ruling. It is not the way you are ruling the masses that the masses are okay. They won't consult someone that was there for 8 years. When Fubara, when Wike was there, were they enjoying things? So you should let them be for crying out loud. Happy New Year to you all, please.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I want to read some messages on WhatsApp. We're still talking about the Rivers State situation, and I have just 3 minutes on the clock before we go on a quick break. Here are some of the messages that are coming in on WhatsApp. I want to do justice to those messages. Someone here says, Wike has decided to fight the man that made him. I've never seen a man with zero iota of integrity like him. When you're doing his bidding, he would be vomiting all sorts of melodies. But the moment you disagree with him, he will start licking those melodies one by one. He needs to regrow himself and act more maturely in politics to build up his political thoughts. This is from Wale Fantula. All right. This one here says... okay, thank you, Kayode from Ikotun, for your message. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to read some more messages. While I try to open those messages, I'll take another call here quickly. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Naji calling from media.
Naji, go ahead, please.
Yes, I want to ask your guest there. You know, this is happening in River State for some time now. What are the stakeholders and the traditional rulers and the heads are doing to settle this matter? Because this matter is not going in government, this argument coming, Mikko talking this, governor doing this. What is the elders and the traditional rulers are doing there to settle this matter? What is their position there?
Okay.
That's what I want to ask their guest. Thank you.
All right. For those of you who do not know, I have had representatives of the Rivers Elders Forum, the Jaw Elders Forum. I've had most of them on this show speaking on this issue, but I'll let Honorable Mikko respond. Honorable Mikko, please respond.
Yes, let me thank the caller. When this problem started, elders came forward, different strata of elders and all that. What is the issue? It took the former minister, the former governor, now FCC minister, a long time to say that he is fighting for the structure of the states. But the structure of the political structure of the state are the people, over 5 million people, their future, their resources. So how can you lead a state that you inherited from Amechi? Amechi inherited the states as governor from Celestine Omeya. Celestine took over from Oddly. None of these people came back to fight for the structure of the state. They all left. And Wike himself has said it, that once you leave, you have left, that you don't come back. So if you ask people that, okay, you now tell Fubara or Universal to build the structure of the state to Wike or to anybody at all, which means that you are saying that you should surrender the governorship to somebody who has served legitimately for 2 terms. I don't know how that is possible. It's not constitutional. It's illegitimate. So he will not give this away ports of the states. The former governor cannot control the ports. There are stakeholders who can be behind the scene. And from what we understand, he chooses all the files. The former governor calls for all the files and chooses all the files and for the incumbent to be signing. Okay. For how long can that continue?
Yeah, but have the elders and the
that
stakeholders?
Is the cause of this problem.
Yeah, have the elders and the stakeholders in River State waded into this matter so far? Just for clarity, for my caller.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And they have gone to the former governor. What do you want to say? He wants the political that he doesn't want the structure to be stolen.
Okay, Honorable, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here. We have just very little time to come back and wrap things up. Stay with us, please.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
give mama and papa the dream, make their pikin succeed for life. Go put your pikin for Bridge International Academies, where them go fit get ogbonge education, where go make them become better person for life. The good news be say, school fees for Bridge International Academies na shikini money for inside Lagos and Osun State. Sharply enter www.bridge.sch.ng or call 0700 333 2222 to register your pikin and to know which of their school they your area.
5 Alive Poppy. So much pulp. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pulp in every bowl, everyone pulps it their way. So, how do you pulp it?
Attention travelers, pack your bags. ValueJet now flies from Lagos to Owerri and Owerri to Lagos twice a week. Enjoy a great mix of modern convenience, affordable fares, and hassle-free travel on every flight. Whatever your reason for travel, ValueJet gets you there in style and comfort. To book your flights, visit our website at www.flyvaluejet.com or download our mobile app on Google Play Store or App Store.
ValueJet, wings for everyone.
Stay sharp, fuel up, and make sure say you stay on top of your game. Power Horse go give you the boost where you need to conquer the day. Make sure say you no miss this unstoppable offer for Naija. You fit buy Power Horse 250 ml now for just 999 naira. But if you need to boost your ginger, you fit grab the 355 ml for only 1,299 naira. No dull yourself. Waka go the nearest store today. Make yourself power up. Power Horse, unstoppable you.
This is it. The ultimate stage for young minds to battle it out.
The governors are above the law. They tend not to lean on to public participation.
Governors can make any decision without fear of what remains of a person's identity if it's only measured by external.
The urgency to safeguard life should outweigh preserving cultural sites.
Auditions for the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is on. Do you have the passion, the intellect, the fire that stand above the rest? Then prove it.
The hallmark of any thriving society is in its youth.
Study organization should be planned carefully into the data.
Standardized test is a recipe for anxiety.
Prove you're the next great debater Nigeria has been waiting for. I Beg to Differ. Auditions open December 12, 2024 and close January 12, 2025. The clock is ticking. Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm now to register. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Marian Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're back and we have just a minute to go. I want to thank Honorable Bernard Mikko for joining us on the conversation today. Well, fingers crossed, and we're hoping that in 2025 things will change and hopefully, Rivers people can be allowed to face, their problems squarely and good governance be delivered to them. Honorable Mikko, always a pleasure having you in the studio. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much, and I wish you a very prosperous new year and all our listeners.
All right, thank you so much. Honorable Bernard Mikko is a former member of the National Assembly, House of Representatives, representing the Ogboni people. We'll take a break. On the other side of the clock, Eugene Abels joins us as we speak about setting, the agenda for 2025 in terms of policy. And of course, we, the followers, stay with us. It's still 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more